Okay. Can you hear me now?
Good.
Thank you, Ujjwala. Sir, now I request Arun Tiwari ji to speak on how Kalam would envision India at the rate of 2047. Sir, you're muted. Please unmute yourself.
A very good evening to all of you. It's a great honor, and I'm very happy. That's all I want to tell you, to be in touch with all of you today. I can see a lot of senior people, young people. It's a pleasure. Now, I have divided my lecture in 3 parts. The first part I want to tell that why I have been invited today and what qualifies me to talk to you. This is the first part. So I came to Hyderabad in 1982 to join the Defense Research and Development Laboratory, which is the task of that lab is to make the missile systems. And I came here in February 1982. Dr. Kalam joined as the director of that lab in June 1982, same year, as a hero of the first satellite launch vehicle of India, which put Rohini satellite in the orbit. So he was a very big man. He became our director. And now it so happened that he spotted me and gave me a task of developing a titanium air bottle, and that brought me to Visakhapatnam. And I met Dr. G.J. Gururaja, Chief Engineer R&D at Bharat Heavy Plates and Vessels Limited, and I lost contact with him later. So first and foremost, today in our audience, if anybody knows Dr. Guru Raja, please tell him that he's such a wonderful fellow, and my heart is full of gratitude for him, because it is he who made me from an ordinary engineer to somebody whom Dr. Kalam admired. So the key that I was liked by Dr. Kalam holds with the guidance and the encouragement which I received from Dr. G.J. Gururaja. So this is my first request. If anybody knows him, he's from Vizag. I am sure that you will be able to locate him. Please convey my thanks and regards to him. Now, success of making India's first titanium air bottle took me to France in 1985, and then I was appointed as the airframe project manager and later on system integration manager of Akash missiles. In 1992, Dr. Kalam left for Delhi to become the chief of DRDO, and at that time he gave me a responsibility of developing civilian spin-off of defense technology so that the costly imported items should be made in India at affordable prices. He was concerned about the high cost of medical interventions that were emerging at that time. We identified 5 medical devices, and I succeeded in creating a coronary stent centered around developing a unique variety of 316L stainless steel under the guidance of cardiologist Dr. P. Somaraju. Dr. Somaraju is online. He is attending this meeting. Thank you very much, sir. In 1997, I quit DRDO and joined Dr. Somaraju, who gave me the creative freedom to do whatever I wished and not to do whatever I don't like. See, the important point is we need 2 things in life. One is freedom to do what we want to do, and freedom not to do what we don't want to. So most of us are stuck up in doing something which we don't like. So this great man gave me that freedom that you do whatever you want to do and don't do whatever you don't want. So it's a great blessing, very rarely available in the modern world, which I got. So in 99, I wrote Wings of Fire, and after that, Dr. Kalam became President of India, and I also became famous with him. And 5 years, I enjoyed his time in knowing President of India, and he kept very close. He kept me very close to him, and I traveled with him all the uh, states and union territories of India. All means I made a checklist. Maharashtra, yes. Andhra, yes, like that, and all the union territories. And also, he took me abroad on 5 countries with him. Visakhapatnam is very close to his heart, and he came there multiple times. Now, after Dr. Kalam passed away in 2015, I decided not to work with anyone and stay at home. And I spend most of my time reading and writing. And I want to tell you that it's not a bad deal. If you stay at home, read and write, don't mess up with the world much. Life is still good. So, I'm very clear on that. Now, coming to what we are talking today, in the mid-1990s, I assisted Dr. Kalam and his friend Mr. Y.S. Rajan in writing a book, India 2020, a vision for the new millennium. In that book, they identified 5 areas for India to progress. Number 1, agriculture and food processing. Second, education and healthcare. Third is information and communication technology. Fourth is infrastructure development, which include reliable and quality electric power, surface transport, and infrastructure for all parts of the country, including rural and urban areas. And fifth is the self-reliance in critical sectors. A very sense of satisfaction. India has done exceedingly well, and we are fairly good in all these 5 areas. Then in 2013, Dr. Kalam published a book called Expiring the Circle, 7 Steps to Indian Renaissance, and he made me his co-author. This book reviewed the progress of India 2020, those 5 points, and he added 2 more points in that. One is income economic equality. See, 5 things we are developing is fine, but poverty also has to be addressed. It's not that only 5%, 10% people are rich and remaining 90% people are poor. So this he identified as the 6th factor, and the 7th factor was energy independence. Because we import whatever we earn, we import oil. So this is some misfortune with our country. It's continuing. So energy independence he added at the 7th point. Now today the topic given to me by Vinayji is what Dr. Kalam would have imagined for India 2047. Why 2047? Because by that time we would have completed our 100 years of independence, and we are about 23 years from now, that is about quarter century. So it's a fairly good time in which even a big tree can be grown. So many things can happen. A child can become adult. So 25 years is a big time. So now I come to the second part of my presentation, that is what you would have imagined. But before I say that, let us see what is so special about modern times. So we can see that there are 3 things, there are 3 hallmarks of modern times. And one is technological disruption to artificial intelligence and bioengineering. It is happening. And whether you like it or you don't like it is happening. Artificial intelligence and bioengineering. Bioengineering trailer you have seen during COVID. How the whole world can be brought to its knees by just one virus. So this is artificial intelligence and bioengineering. These two things are very much there. They are real. Second thing is ecological collapse. We have messed up our climate. And it's very common that rain comes whenever it feels like a downpour. Just it have everywhere. All cities are getting flooded. When it is sowing time, rain does not come. It comes after 1 month. How can you sow? The whole crop, whole season goes. So this is a very serious problem, ecological collapse. And third is income inequality. So I first explain three of them, what I am trying to say. And then I will come to the third part, what Dr. Kalam would have told about 2047. Now, artificial intelligence and bioengineering are revolutionizing various fields, impacting everything, especially healthcare and agriculture. These two things, fundamental changes are going to take place. Artificial intelligence algorithms analyze medical data to assist in diagnostics, treatment planning, and personalized medicine. And bioengineering is critical in developing advanced therapies such as gene editing and tissue engineering. Many things which were not possible are going to be possible in 2 to 3 years' time. Now, artificial intelligence accelerates the drug discovery process by predicting how different compounds will interact with targets in the body, potentially reducing the time and cost of bringing new drugs to market. AI-driven technologies like drones and sensors are used to monitor crop health and optimize farming practices. Bioengineering contributes by creating genetically modified organisms, GMOs, that withstand pest and environmental stresses. Both fields contribute to sustainable practices, such as developing biofuels from engineered organisms and using artificial intelligence to optimize resource uses in various industries. Good. But the question here is, who will take the responsibility for the impact of artificial intelligence and bioengineering? Who will take the responsibility? Who is in command? Suppose something mess up. Suppose one season rice does not grow. So who is going to take up responsibility? Suppose the stock market crash. Because all share prices are done by artificial intelligence now. They decide what should be Sensex, they decide what should be the Nifty, what is the currency rate, how much dollar, money, all these things artificial intelligence is already taking control. So what if something goes wrong? Who will be responsible? My fear is nobody is responsible. So this is one big question today. Now the second point is, the second sign of modern world is ecological collapse. Climate change is a reality. You live in Vizag and you know what does it mean. Biodiversity loss, pollution, and unsustainable resource exploitation. These are the hallmarks. There used to be one hotel in Visakhapatnam, Dolphin. But where is the dolphin now? So this is a problem. Then rising global temperatures are leading to extreme weather events, melting ice caps, and sea level is rising, which threaten ecosystems and human settlements. The extinction rate of species is threatening due to habitat destruction, pollution, overfishing, and climate change. This biodiversity loss can destabilize ecosystems and disrupt essential activities such as pollination and water purification. See, nature works silently. If pollination does not take place, how crops will be silent were going on. But because of a simple example, since mobile phones have become very common, all the this, what we call is small birds, they disappeared. No bird you will find in cities. So this much we can see, but what all has happened is hidden. So clearing of forest, urban development, and other purposes diminishes carbon emissions, and nobody is having any control on what is it. Nobody has any control because everybody is interested in real estate. So the more Visakhapatnam becomes, Hyderabad has become already 10 times. Vizag also will become 10 times. So it serves the purpose for those who are in power. But how many fishes varieties have vanished? How many wild species have vanished? What happened to Araku Valley? All these things are also important, and nobody seems to be having any control. People talk, but action-wise, I don't see anybody is in control. The question here is, who will take the actions that are so urgently needed to protect our environment? Can anybody stop it? Again, answer is looks very difficult. Nobody is control actually. Delhi pollution, everybody knows. One party will talk to another party, and then they will say farmers are burning parali. But how many vehicles are there? Every house is having 5 cars. What about the pollution they are creating? And who the hell asked you that everybody should live in Delhi? The whole country is there. If you live there, why you want to live in that city? So nobody is having any control on what is going on. Coming to the third point, this is the rise of income inequality, and it is a significant economic and social issue observed in many countries, particularly over the past few decades. India is no different. Increased global trade and investment lead to job displacement in specific sectors while benefiting others, exhibiting income disparity. Automation and technological advancement tend to favor skilled workers, leaving the low-skilled workers at a disadvantage. Now, as the time passes by, more and more people are likely to lose their jobs. Now, forget about youngsters not getting jobs. That is one problem already there. Additional problem will be that at the middle level also, whatever was happening manually, now is happening automatically. Chartered accountants, auditors, clerks, typists, dictation takers. Everything is going automated. So, what is going to happen to their job? Now, rich people somehow they know how to invest their money and not to pay tax. That art they know. In all, whichever is the time, whichever party is having government, that somehow rich people know how to remain rich. The problem is with the person. What do they do? Because their little thing, you have to pay GST, you have to, whatever you do, you have to pay because you are poor and you are 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 rupees. The tax is very religiously deducted on that. But as you watch in TV, 1,000 crore, 5,000 crore, 20,000 crore, 40 crore, we have not even seen 1 crore in our life. But they are talking about 10,000 crore, 20,000, 50,000 crore. So what about their taxes? Who is collecting tax from them? And how somebody can become that rich in one lifetime? So the question here is, who will stop the planet's resources from being owned? by a few corporations who will ensure that no human being sleeps hungry. Okay, you become rich very fine. So 1 trillion. Apple company market capitalization is more than the economy of India. We are talking about becoming a 5 trillion economy. Today we are around 2 point some trillion. Apple is more than that. So one company is bigger than India. That is the situation. So who will ensure that nobody sleeps hungry? After all, that is a fundamental question. A human being is born. We are not talking about how poor somebody is, but at least whosoever is a human being, he must not sleep hungry. But who will ensure that? So we come to the third part of my presentation, and that is what Dr. Kalam would have said about this situation. What is this situation? Number one, disruptive technology, artificial intelligence, and bioengineering. Nobody has any clue what they are going to do. Nobody is under any control. Second thing is income inequality and climate. Climate is second thing is climate. Third thing is income inequality. So what Dr. Kalam would have said in this situation? So a developed India in 2047 will have national resources owned by its people and not by the corporate. See, India belongs to people, not to corporations. India cannot belong to, such a vast country cannot belong to 5, 10, 15, 20 corporations. And it belongs to people. And it should continue to belong to people. So that is the first and fundamental question today. Self-reliant in food and energy. Now, we do a lot of tom-tom about food sufficiency and all that, but still we import millions of tons of vegetable oil. Palm oil is coming from Malaysia, and sunflower oil is coming out. More than 60% of our consumption is coming from abroad. So what kind of food sufficiency we are talking about? Now, pulses. For the vegetarians, pulses is the only source of protein. So those who do not eat meat and eggs, their protein comes from pulses only. Now, pulses also are coming from abroad because we don't grow sufficient amount of pulses. So what is this food sufficiency? You keep growing rice and wheat and be happy about that. But life is not equal to one. So vegetable oil is required, protein is required. Because unfortunately, we are blessed with bad neighbors. So it should not happen that somebody attack us, and that humiliation we don't want anymore. This implies that everyone in developed India will receive a good education, health care, and opportunities for livelihood. It won't happen unless good education is given, unless decent livelihoods are available to people, and health care is taken care of. So, what are these 3 action points Dr. Kalam would have added to 5 of his vision of 1996 and 2 in 2013, 3 in 2024. Okay, these 3 are: number 1, create reskilling center. Now, reskilling center. Suppose somebody in his 35 years of age, 40 years of age, 45 years of age, 50 years of age. The problem with healthcare is doctor किसी को मरने भी नहीं देते आजकल. So if you fall sick, they will save you. You will live another 10 years, another 15 years, 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. What do? Your age is extended, number one, but you are disabled. You can't walk. You can't do physical exercise. And you have to buy 5,000 rupees medicines every month. There's the cost of diabetic control, if you see, metformin and all these things. I mean, daily buying all these medicines is not easy. So, what do they do if they lose the job? So, there is an urgent need to reskill people. That if some middle-aged person lose a job, why he will lose a job? Because his job is no more required. Computers are doing that job. As simple as that. So, what does he do? This is a serious problem. It has to be attended to. Second thing is, make the public sector free from political interest. There is no BHP now. Where all these public sector? What happened to them? So first you make them defunct, then you sell them, and then they are no more. So if they are no more, then what do? They give employment, they take care of people. They are doing something which others are not doing actually. Not for profit, for public good. So public sectors have to be protected and they should be free from political interference. I know at least 10 chairmen of the current public sector undertakings. They know me because of my age and because of my experience, and they were young when meet them and all that. Now they have become chairman and all that. They say, sir, all we need is freedom. Freedom in the sense, I am a company, let me run myself professionally, let me compete in the market in the way other companies compete. Otherwise, how do I survive? So this is a simple issue. Third thing is, use artificial intelligence to eradicate fraud and corruption. And please make all the land records in this country digital and secure by blockchain, so that nobody can take into anybody's land anymore. If this one thing can be done, land is at the end, all corruption starts from land only. And people of Isaac know it very well. People in Hyderabad know it very well. All corruption starts from land. Suddenly when jungle is declared as a colony, suddenly one lake disappears and one new colony comes up from there. So all corruption starts from land. So let all the digital record, all the land records be digital. We have satellite, we have LiDAR, we have what not technology we are having. So why not be using it to make the land records and make them blockchain secure, so that anybody cannot fudge it. And use artificial intelligence in such a way that corruption becomes impossible. So these are the three things perhaps Dr. Kalam would have added to 5 plus 2, and now this 3 is equal to 10. So in conclusion, there is a trend of leaders proclaiming that they will do this and they will do that. We will change everything. Guarantee hai. Now the point is, no single person in the modern world can change anything. This is the truth. And system must change, and above and all, people should change. So number one, individual cannot do anything. System should change. Entire officials, IAS officers, PCS officers, police officers, business people, all fellows have to change. But even more than that, people have to change. So if people remain lethargic, if people remain corrupt, if people remain casteist, if people remain what they were, then how the hell situation will change? It will not change. So we come to the final question. If the education system is not up to the mark, if people are not healthy, if if the masses do not have decent livelihood, if we continue to import oil, even edible oil, and if national resources are cornered by some 10, 100 or 1,000 people, who will celebrate India 2047? How many people will celebrate India 2047 if this is the situation? So it is a question that demands an answer. I don't have any answer. Answers have to emerge, and answer have to emerge if people talk, and there is nothing which is a secret. Things are very simple, and I must thank you for giving me an opportunity today and invoke the pious soul of Dr. Kalam on this occasion, and God bless all of you. And a few questions I would love to take, because that will also add to my own wisdom and my own thought clarity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Arunji. You have made it very clear and simple that what are the existing problems and what Kalamji would have envisioned, or what he would have done it, and also how to change it. So thank you so much for that. Members, any questions?
President, can I ask a question to the speaker?
Yes. Yes.
Tiwari Saab, this is A.N.S. Rao. I'm a member of Rotary Club Visakhapatnam. First of all, it is an excellent lecture, sir. I have a question which is slightly not related to the topic, but to Kalam Saab himself. You had the great fortune of working with him, and you know his inner thinking, and you have worked with him. And he was a person above all petty differences like caste, religion, all these things, obviously, sir. And he could have been president for life, but he just stuck to one term, and maybe there were some issues there. But were there not enough people to convince him to go on for at least one more term, sir?
Sir, the issue was that when he became president, in the midway, government came. When he became president, different people were there in the power, and by the time his term was getting over, the government came. So it was a mistake. That is number one. Second thing is, when Supreme Court declared the president rule in Bihar unconstitutional, he wanted to resign at that night. So we convinced him, sir, वो हिस्ट्री में लिखा जाएगा that president of India resigned. So वो ठीक नहीं है. So we convinced him to continue, but after 2005, that Supreme Court judgment, he was in no mood. He was very clear that there is nothing actually, and as you know, he entered in Rashtrapati Bhavan with 2 suitcases, and he came out from Rashtrapati Bhavan with 2 suitcases. So जब किसी को वो शान शौकत नहीं चाहिए, so why anybody can force anybody to continue? There is a lot of pressure, sir. Uneasy lie the head with years crown. It's not easy to be president of India. If somebody is rubber stamp, then there is no problem. But if you want to think, if you want to comment, if you want to, then it is a big problem. Kiri ka kaam hai, sir. It's not easy. So he was not interested in second. Very clear. We were very happy because he would have continued enjoying his presidency and all that, but he was not.
Yes, sir. A recent parallel, many of us felt that upon the passing away of Ratan Tata, it was like a personal loss to many people, sir. We felt that he was like an elder uncle or something. And similarly, if you think back, Kalam Saab's passing also was like that for most of the people in the nation, sir. We all felt that we lost an elder brother or an uncle or somebody like that, sir. Thank you for your insight, sir. Thank you.
I want to add one more thing here, sir, that his death also was as wonderful as his life. He was talking and he left. No hospitalization, no nothing. In front of public view, each one of us would love to have that kind. Not after hospitalization, not after spending 10, 15 lakhs rupees money, not troubling people to take care of you and all that. So his death also was glorious. So he was a great man in life and he was a great man the way he died.
Thank you, NS Rao Garu, and also Arunji for answering. Any other questions? Yes. Before concluding the meeting, I wish to recognize the presence of Dr. Somraj Garu. Sri TLV Rao Garu, General Manager, Union Bank of India, and Sri Nagaraj Garu, DGM, Andhra Bank, and also Mr. Rotarian Anil from Rotary Club of Ankapalli. Did I miss anyone? Sir, actually, in the introduction, I forgot to intimate you about our club. Ours is Rotary Club Visakhapatnam. I've already mailed you about our club actually, but our club is started in 1942, and it was continuing the service since 82 years, and we are, as of now, we are 88 members, and we have a mix of age, creed, religion, and everything. And also we do many community projects, and Rotary International talks about 7 areas of focus. And what you have talked about environment changes, climate changes, and all the income disparity, because this is actually community and economic development month, because we have designated months in Rotary International. October is actually community and economic development month, which talks about developing or helping some family or some group of people to out of that income disparity, for their economic development. And also we have designated months also, and we work on that 7 areas of focus, and one area of focus is uh, environment also. So even we are working on that, climate change, that and many things. So uh, I wanted to tell you about Rotary International also, and also I also want to thank you, because this our conversation is all through mail, and my one mail from on May 26th have triggered you here. So thank you so much for accepting our invitation despite of your ill health last 3 months. So thank you so much. And because I wanted the meeting to be in October, or actually last week, since it is Dr. Kalamji's birthday. But yes, we are having a physical meeting then, and I want a virtual meeting this week. So I want a close associate of Dr. Kalam to speak about him. So thank you so much for that. And if there are no more questions, or I can ask for a formal vote of thanks. Yes, I request Iju Raman Rao Garu for a formal vote of thanks.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, on behalf of our Rotary Club Visakhapatnam, I would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made today's meeting success. First, special thanks to our chief guest, Sri Arun Tiwari ji, for taking the time to grace us with your presence and inspiring words. Your speech has made motivating and left us with many key takeaways. I would like to thank our President Vinay Gandhi Garu for giving me this opportunity. And we must not forget our members, Rotary Club members, for their active participation and enthusiasm throughout the meeting, for making this meeting success. Thank you once again to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Raman Rao Garu. Sir, any words, any final words from you?
No, I must sincerely thank you, and repeat my request to locate Dr. Guru Raja somewhere in Visakhapatnam.
Sure.
And consider me, whatever time I left, consider me as part of your family. And keep connected, keep remembering. And God bless all of us. Life is wonderful. Whatever we can do, it is God's wish to amplify it. Let us do our small work and let it be multiplied. Yeah, we should not worry about I am a small person, what can I do? Let us do our small bit and it will automatically get multiplied. This is what I learned from Dr. Kalam, Dr. Raju, and this is what I want to convey to all the youngsters. Whatever little you can do, in whichever condition you are, whatever is your situation, but don't hesitate in making a little difference in your own way. God has His own ways of multiplying it, and let's not worry about that. Thank you very much, and for giving me the opportunity. God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Vinay Gandhi,
Yes, sir.
why don't you ask Dr. Somaraj Garu say address us a few minutes? I mean, few
Yes,
words.
yes, yes. Yes, sir. I request Dr. Somraj Garu to address our club.
Good evening, everybody. I'm a cardiologist by profession, and thanks to Arun and Dr. Kalam, we made some difference to some people in different walks of life, along with my colleagues. And having said that, to sum up what Professor Arun Tiwari said about Dr. Kalam and his beliefs, we in medicine, we say the body is an indivisible whole. The whole is larger than the sum of its parts. We as specialists sometimes mistake it as the body is only the heart or the kidney or something else. It is the whole organism which has to do well when all the parts of the body do well. So same thing applies to society, communities, countries, and the world at large. Everybody has to do well. And that's what Dr. Kalam believed it. And then that wholeness of his approach, we learned from him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are very fortunate to have you in our meeting also. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sagar Garu.
It's an honor for us to have such a personality in our meeting. It was a very pleasant surprise for all of us.
Yes, I adjourn the meeting and it's open for social. Anyone can talk anything with Arunji also. If you are free, you can. So, sir, my one question is, what is your next work you are doing on presently?
No, I am not doing at any work. I am connected with this artificial intelligence people. So many people are there in the field. Like Google Vice President is Chandu Chota from this part of the world only. I am connected with them and some agriculture top people know them. So I just keep hearing them and some good work is going on. There's no doubt about it. But as such, I'm not doing anything. Keep writing. I write a blog.
I'm asking, sir, can you please share your blog ID here so that we can also follow it? Okay, aruntiwari.com.
Yeah. And in that you can, because there is a comment section, and you can see in those comments people living in Australia. I mean, it's not just like a 5 continents. Really, I'm surprised. From 5 continents, I get, of course, there are some 50, 60 people who are my friend or my fans or whatever it is, but they do contribute and they add their thought and all that. So I'll be very happy if many of the Rotarians today who have who have attended this meeting, if they go through that blog and add 2-3 lines from what happened, you don't know from whom the good thought is going to come. So very important to keep communicating. Otherwise, suppose you don't communicate today, what else you have done? You sit in front of television and daily they will tell you who will win in 2007. अरे बॉस कल सुबह का नहीं पता, why you are talking about 2007? So this is what, so it's good that we talk and share our views, and till everybody is alive in this planet, that person has a role. I mean, at least I believe in that. See, for example, now today I'm talking to you, so you find somehow you located me and that I have something to say, and I have said. So with that belief with you that till we are alive, there is some role for each one of us, and celebrate life and a beautiful blessing.
Sir, small question. Hello.
Sir, I think you are logged in two devices, so there is an echo. Suresh garu.
ఒక డివైస్ మ్యూట్ చేసేయండి సార్.
Yeah, ఒక డివైస్ మ్యూట్ చేసేయండి.
సార్ నో ఆడియో.
Hello, sir.
Use Zoom only in one device, sir. If there are two devices, this problem comes. Yeah, now unmute yourself and talk. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Previously, I worked in care hospitals, Hyderabad, Banjara Hills, sir. Because of Arun Tiwari sir teachings and Somra sir teachings, helped me a lot in routine life, sir. Till now, I am a continuous learner because of their teachings, sir. I have completed MSc physician assistance with Arun Tiwari sir teachings, and after that, I got MPhil in CMC Belur, sir, Masters in Philosophy in Hospital Health System Management. Really, they helped me a lot and a continuous learner, sir. Every day, I am remembering their teachings, and till that time, the Care Hospital Banjar Care Learning Center inaugurated by Abdul Kalam sir through virtual mode. Based on their teachings, still I am influencing so many people and giving motivation to build best healthcare services in rural area and remote areas, sir. Actually, this is, I am a Rotary Club member, but I got this information through one of my friend. That's so many days after so many years. Personally, I saw Arun Tiwari sir through this meeting. Thanks a lot to Rotary Club of Visakhapatnam, sir.
Excellent, sir.
Nice, Suresh garu. Suresh garu, you are working. Where are you placed now?
Presently, I am working with in Kakinada with medical hospitals as a quality heads.
Okay. Very nice that this information is passed on to other places also. And thank you so much for joining and sharing your experience, first-hand experience with Arun Tiwari ji.
Really, during that time, I worked from 2004 to 2013. That period is a great learning experience in my life, sir. I never forget their life and encouragement in my life, sir.
Thank you so much, Suresh garu.
Sir Arunji, what you wanted to give a piece of advice to upcoming youth?
They should believe in themselves. See, every human being must have a dream. What I want to do with my life. That is very, very fundamental. And that dream should be little challenging. It should not be that I want to marry and have 2 children. I mean, that is not a great dream. The great dream is what I want to do. What difference can I make in this world in my own small way? I think if young people, they have that kind of thought clarity, then rest of the things will automatically become all right. not having a goal in life, not having a vision in life, I think that is the root cause of all this.
Thank you, sir.
If there are no more questions, we can officially close the meeting.
Thank you very much, Tiwari
Okay.
sir, for your presence.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and coming to our
Thank you so much, sir.
meeting. Yes, thank you, members. I'm closing the meeting. I'm ending the meeting.
Thank you.